And it was through this coaching that I ended up starting a little small IT company with a $10,000 loan for my mother-in-law. My boss had said something to me one day that just sent me over the edge. He says, you know, my commission check was shorted about $6,000. And he says, you know what, John? It was December 16th, 2005 at 12:30 and 5 in the afternoon. Not that I remember, right?
We all know.
And so he said to me, he says, you know, his name was Mitch. He goes, you know what, John? I hear exactly what you're saying, and I agree, but you and I have a difference of opinion about how sales reps should be paid. And I said, you know what? You're absolutely right, Mitch. And that was the last time the words an employer ever spoke to me. Went and started my own company, borrowed $10,000 from my mother-in-law. I was ticked off, right? And it was that energy. It was with this guy's coaching and help, we were able to build an IT company from zero, $10,000 in the hole, to $1 million in less than 3 years. We changed the landscape. Me and another guy, another company in Sacramento, during the market crash, our business has doubled, tripled, and grew dramatically. And the Business Journal wrote this article, put me in the center page of the Business Journal, September of 2010, is the fastest growing company. And I say that not to brag. I say this to say, hey, you know what? My dad was a tow truck driver. My mom was a waitress. We were a very poor family. Okay? I had no reason to ever expect to achieve something like this. But it was because of the coaching. It was because of the training. It was because of letting my ego down and being mentored and having people pour their heart and soul into my life that I was able to do that. And so when I share with you information today, I'm sharing with you information I've actually done, and I'm continuing to do to invest in people's lives and to make their lives better. That's when I met this guy. So about 2 years ago, I met Eric Lofholm because I was done with the IT business. And I said, you know what, I want to coach, I want to train, I love coaching people one-on-one. I have no idea how to sell that. And who am I, right? You know, it's a hard market to break into. But if you have somebody who is known, and they're willing to take you under their wing. And this applies not just to sales, right? This applies to anything that we do in life. If you want to succeed and become really great at whatever it is that you do, find somebody that's way successful already and go and talk to them. You're going to be amazed. Most people won't go and talk to those people because they're afraid of being rejected. But one of the things that you're going to find out is the most successful people out there are the best coaches, and they have a tremendous desire to coach and mentor, and a lot of times they won't even charge you for it. And so I was very fortunate to meet Eric, and I met him through a friend of mine, but now he's all over the world. I mean, he's just growing like a rabbit on a hormone diet, and that's a southern term, by the way. So this book right here, okay, is the #1, it's been in the top 10 sales books since its release in November of last year. It is literally, that he should be charging over $2,000 for that book with the information you get. You just go read the reviews, it's amazing. Every single person in here today, if you send me your email, I'm going to give you a copy of this book for free, okay? It'll be an electronic copy so you'll be able to read it on your Kindle or iPad, okay? All right, I have 2 outcomes for today. #1 is I'm going to share with you some ideas that are going to help you create stronger relationships. Wouldn't we all agree in the mortgage industry, it's all about relationships. It's all about building stronger relationships with realtors, with investors, having strong relationships with people that you've processed mortgages for. It's all about relationships. And that's what makes you successful. Next, we're going to, at the very end, okay, at the very end, probably the last 5 minutes, I'm going to share with you an opportunity to enter into a mentoring relationship with Eric Lofholm International. Not just with Eric, but all of Eric Lofholm International. And we're doing some amazing things. Eric has a stated goal and a vision to train and certify 1 million people over the next 30 years in his sales system. I said, dude, with the passing of Zig Ziglar and Jim Rohn, all the vacancies have been left by trainers like this. Dude, that's 100 million people, man. Don't be setting your goal at 1 million. So now we're going after 100 million people. And those of you that have met him, you understand his heart, and he's a tremendous giver, tremendous go-giver. I think the book Go-Giver was written after the guy. So let's dive into it. 3 ways to elevate your sales results. #1 is the inner game. Now, these 3 things, by the way, you can apply these to anything that you do. But let's apply them to sales.